What's up? Rodney, the editor of StereoTruth.net, the positive music weblog, hanging out backstage at Spirit West Coast with Ben from This Beautiful Republic. We have been following these guys for a long time at Stereo Truth. Go up into the search box, type in This Beautiful Republic. You'll see all the stories we've been following the last year and a half for these guys. Hey, Ben, we just, we're talking about just last week about your new video that you put out. This is actually the first video for these guys. Tell us what that experience was like and how far you guys have come over the last year and a half to this point.
It's been quite the experience, honestly. Well, the whole video thing came together really in an interesting way. Like, our label and the powers that be or whatever, they're not huge on videos, and we're very huge on videos because we think it like helps put our face in front of a lot of other people that we can't come to a show or whatever. So we pushed and pushed and pushed, and they're like, okay, well, we'll give you this teeny budget. We're like, dude, there's no way you can make a video for this. And so my girlfriend at the time was like modeling, and she knew this photographer who was starting to do music videos and do video things, and he was studying film and all this stuff. So I called him up, and I'm like, dude, I got this much money. Right. Do you want to try and shoot a professional like music video with us? He's like, sure, I can do it. You know, I think it will turn out great and all this stuff, but you got to come out to New Mexico. And I'm like, oh. So for the price that we paid for it and the cost to go to New Mexico, we were like, it's way worth it. And so he poured in, him and his partner poured in over 200 hours to get that thing together and edited correctly. And I think it turned out great. And everybody that's watched it and has commented on it, at least, has said it's really good, and they've been impressed with it. And we are by far satisfied with the work he did, and the reaction has been really great.
That is the video for Surrender Saved My Life, and you can check it out. We do have it posted at StereoTruth.net, so just plug that in. You can see it there online. We're big fans of Aaron Gillespie and Under Oath and what they're doing out on the road. And you guys wrote a song and put a song together for Perceptions. And what was that project like, and what was the song that you guys worked with Aaron?
Well, we met Aaron through a conference that he was actually just speaking at, and we had been in the process of working on the new record and had a specific song, and I was like, man, what if we suckered Aaron into singing this part instead of me? And we were like, oh, that'd be so cool. So at the end of the night, I just got up the guts, and I was like, dude, do you want to sing this part on our record? We're recording right now. You're going to be in Nashville. Any chance you want to do that? And he just kind of like laughed. He's like, are you serious? Like, I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, if you would be willing to do it, we'd love to have you do it. He's like, what? Yeah, I'd love to do that. Wow. And so he was like genuinely excited to help and to want to put his voice on it. And I had to chase him down for about 3 weeks after that because he was in the middle of doing Define the Great Line, or no, the new one. I can't remember. Sound of Separation. And he was in the middle of mixing and mastering all that stuff, so it took a little while, but eventually we got it done. I think he sounds great on the song, and it's just been kind of cool to have his name associated with anything that we do. Absolutely. And I've gotten to go out to a couple of the shows that Under Oath and the Almost have played, and he's been gracious enough to go out to dinner with me and whoever's there after the show, and by far one of the most stand-up guys that I've been allowed to meet in our touring and what little career we've had so far. So,
awesome. And what was the name of the track that you guys did together for Perceptions?
It's called My God. It's actually the current single right now. So,
real quick, do you tweet or do you text?
Both.
That would work for us. And in California, is it McDonald's or In-N-Out Burger?
Is that even a fair question? Like, I mean, everybody wants to talk about how In-N-Out Burger is like legendary status. And we're from Ohio, so we're supposed to think that it's legendary status. Not legendary status, but still very, very good. And if you're going to say McDonald's to stinking In-N-Out, I think it's a no-brainer. That's like saying, do you want to eat dog poop or do you want to eat, steak? So.
I agree. In-N-Out, it is to be. Energy drink of choice, Rockstar or Amp?
Low-carb Monster.
Low-carb Monster. There's a new one. We've never heard that one. And are you a Mac guy or a PC guy?
I would say the same thing as In-N-Out and McDonald's. Like, really, Apple is the easiest thing to use. It never fails. It's not going to break. It doesn't take forever to boot up. Yeah, so PCs, like I used my mom's PC for the first time in like a year, and it was probably the most frustrating experience of the year. I couldn't even figure out how to get songs from like the CD into the iTunes. It was just confusing. So.
And you can't mix down an album on PC, but you can on Pro Tools, and that rides on a Mac platform. So you got to be a Mac fan to be an artist, and you got to check out Pro Tools if you don't have it. Lastly, what could we be praying for you about in the band?
Right now, I think we're at a critical point in our career where it's like we either need to have some really great success with the third record, or whatever we put on the third record needs to connect really strongly with the audience and whatever, or we need to just quit and like go and do other things, because we don't make a lot of money. Everybody should probably know that artists don't make any money, and I make enough to stay alive and have a place to stay when I get home from tour and whatnot, but it's not lucrative, you know, for really any of these bands that you're seeing on StereoTruth.net, even Under Oath. You know, you would be surprised. So anyway, honestly, we just need to have the right songs, just kind of be inspired, and you know, the right producer and the right team get behind it and market it. So right now we're just trying to weigh out what the next album really looks like and what it should sound like and what people want from us and expect from this beautiful republic.
Awesome. And if anything is an encouragement to you, it would be Need to Breathe, Down Here, said the exact same thing before their third project. It was like either this project's going to make us or it's not, and both of their third projects were huge, successful projects. The Outsiders, I think, from Need to Breathe will be another huge project for them, but I think this is the album that's going to push you guys over, and we're going to continue to follow it at StereoTruth.net. If you want to learn more about this beautiful republic, go up to the search box, StereoTruth.net, punch it in, follow these guys. They're doing great stuff. We just thank you for your time today.
Thank you for yours.